More examples from the miscellaneous exercise. I have taken two of the same type here, and you can see how properties of sets are applied in order to get the result. The third one says A, B and C are three sets such that A union B is same as A union C, and A intersection B is also equal to A intersection C. So using these two conditions, we have to show B will be equal to C. So you can start with either this equation or you can start with this one. As you can see, I have started with A union B is equal to A union C. So these two sets are equal. If I take their intersection with the same set, then that will also be equal. So I have taken intersection of this set with B on the left hand side, same as being done on the other side. Okay, so they both will be equal to each other. Now applying distributive law on both the sides, we will distribute intersection over union. It will be B intersection A, then union B intersection B. On the right side, B intersection A, union B intersection C. Now B intersection A keeping as it is, then union B intersection B will be B only because both are the same set and we are finding what is common to both. So it will be the set itself. On the right hand side, I have replaced B intersection A with A intersection C. You can see here A intersection B and A intersection C are equal to each other. So this A intersection B is replaced by A intersection C. B intersection A means A intersection B only, and hence replacing it by A intersection C. Other set as it is. Now coming to the left hand side, look at this very carefully. This is a set which is intersection of B and A. So you will get a part of B here which is common to A. Then you are again taking its union with B. So out of these two, which is the superset, you will find B is the superset of this. So whatever will come here, that will entirely come in the set B. So when you are taking their union, it will be set B only. On the right hand side, you can see I have again used distributive law in reverse order. Already here intersection is distributed over union. So see both A and B, you are taking their intersection with C. So in a way, if I use in simple terms intersection of C, I have taken common. So it is A union B intersection C. When you will expand it, you will get the previous step. C. It will be A intersection B C and then union B intersection C. So distributive law in reverse order we have applied here. Now again see what do we get here. It is A union B. So this A union B is replaced by A union C. We already know they are equal. So this is now A union C and then intersection with C. Again use distributive law. So it will be A intersection C union C intersection C. Now C intersection C is nothing, C union C is nothing but C only. Let us see what this will result into. So you are taking intersection of A and C. That means the elements common to A as well as C. So that will give you a part of C which is also included in A. And then you are taking its union with C. So C becomes the superset of this. So the union will be equal to C. You can quickly check also. See here, if I take two sets B and C, then this is B intersection C, the part which is common to it. And okay, the name is A intersection C. Let us make it A. So this part is A intersection C. And with A intersection C, you are taking union of C. So in this element, you need all the elements of C also. So you will get whole of this. So it comes out to be the set C only. So we come to the conclusion that B is equal to C. Now 11th one is more or less like that only. We have two sets A and B here, for which they are saying for another third set X, A intersection X and B intersection X are equal and they are equal to null set, and A union X is equal to B union X. Now you show A is equal to B. So we'll move exactly in the same manner. From A union X is equal to B union X. I have taken the intersection of both the sets with A. So A intersection A union X is equal to A intersection B union X. Now you distribute A intersection among this. So it will be A intersection A, then union A intersection X. On the right side, it will be A intersection B, union A intersection X. Now try to simplify these. A intersection A remains A. This remains A intersection X. On the right side, A intersection B I have kept as it is, but A intersection X I have replaced with B intersection X. You can keep it like that also. A intersection X, because we know their values are null set, they can be replaced by null set. Like you can see here, A intersection X I have replaced by null set. Even this we could have left A intersection X and replaced by null set. So see, this is what we are getting. Both replaced by null set. So union of A with null set will be A only, and union of A intersection B with null set will be A intersection B only. So this is our first equation. Now again starting with the same step, A union X is equal to B union X. This time I am taking their intersection with set B. Earlier we took their intersection with set A. Now apply distributive law. It will be B intersection A union B intersection X. On the right side, it will be B intersection B union B intersection X. Now both these B intersection X, like here A intersection X, can be replaced by null set. So this is reducing to B intersection A union null set, and B intersection B we can simply write B, and B intersection X is already given to us, it is null set. Now coming to this part. So you are taking union of B intersection A with null set. We know null set is an empty set, so no element there. So if you are taking union of both, it will be B intersection A only. And in the same way, B union null set will be B. Now you compare 1 and 2. Set A is also equal to A intersection B. Set B is also equal to A intersection B. So that means A is equal to B. And so the proof.